But you know what? That's what a nice glass of water will do. It'll cool you off and prepare you for our competition. All right, the way this is going to work is you're going to be a tag team. There's going to be two of you. You're going to be in a team. And then you will be receiving a topic. Halfway through, you're going to get a challenge because you know what? Impromptu speaking happens in real life in real time, and challenges will come up. Whether it's you're rushing to something else or someone's at the door, we have no idea. It could be anything. So we are going to start calling on our teams, and then I'll give you more details. But what you should know is that for impromptu speaking, of course, you can keep it really simple. A beginning, middle, and make sure you have some kind of conclusion at the end. Now, when you're interacting with a person, of course, that might be like, hey, it was nice talking to you, Cesar. I got to get going now. But you have to speak for at least 1 to 2 minutes in order for this to be a winning and qualifying competition. Point of is to have a conversation, a small talk conversation, those uncomfortable small talk conversations when someone just comes up to you and says, hey, let me tell you about my Aunt Nickel, or whatever. So that's what the purpose is how do you have these little conversations that someone will start with you? Like, how do you have that back and forth? How do you transition out of them when something comes up? And that's what the challenge is for. So next up, of course, is Aaron and Jeff. And I will ask, Aaron, are you comfortable being the initiator of the conversation?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Ironically, it will be, let me tell you about my relative.
I'm trying to think who's the best relative to talk about. Um, Jeff.
I heard one of your relatives were just arrested.
What? I didn't know that. Do I have to send in bail money? Is that what that text was about? It's weird that it's in the form of gift cards. Anyway, let me tell you about my grandfather, who, as far as I know, was not arrested. He was yeah, he was an incredible person. He was an engineer, mechanical engineer. Before that, he was a bomber pilot in World War II, and he he was a great inspiration in my life. Um,
Do you think you look like him?
well, yes, actually, because of his. So he had 5 children, 3 sons. My dad looks the most like him, and people tell me that I look like my dad. Ergo, by transitivity, I look like my grandfather. Except for, I don't know, I see old pictures of him from way back in the day, and I'm like, man, I'm nowhere near as handsome as that devil standing there with his crew in Harwick Air Base.
Maybe you need to find an old bomber jacket and make a black and white picture, and then that could be you.
Funnily enough, I could have used the one that he gave me years ago, but I wore that thing to shreds. So that was my favorite jacket when I was a kid.